Hey, so you might be wondering, why are we back in the bathroom? And to that, I don't have an answer. It's been a really long day. Work was very stressful and I wanted to cry, so this is like post meltdown, beginning of breakdown, midlife crisis, you know, all that good stuff. So you may be wondering, what activity could we possibly be doing today? Like, haven't we done all the self-care that we could? And you would be wrong. If you are a Sasquatch like me, you would know that there's another step to being, you know, like looking like a real human being person, and maybe even like a lady, and it's removing any facial hair. Now, this is dangerous because I may get chemical burns. Because I used the blue version of this one, and I went to the store and they didn't have that one. They had this one, which is extra strength. So I may or may not have chemical burns by the end of this video. But, you know, life is all about surprises. So we'll see. I tried to find a metal spatula. Like, I'm not even kidding. I looked in the aisles. I looked in the cooking aisle. I looked in the craft aisle. I could not find one. So I apologize for not being sustainable. Anyways, you can only leave this on for 4 minutes at a time. So I have a timer on my laptop since I'm recording with my phone. And I'm going to do my beard. I'm going to do it in sections. So I'm going to do my beard first, and then I'm going to do this side of my face, and then I'm going to do the other side of my face. Using a mirror. Because you're supposed to have even layers. Ooh, that's cold. But I don't know how even it's gonna be. You know what I mean? So let's talk about my day. When I was going to class, when I was getting ready to go to work and I was about to leave, I moved my jacket and a bug fell out. And it was like not a bug that I'm familiar with. It was like a scary bug. Like the bugs that you see in horror movies. And so I took that as an omen. I'm just like, today, not gonna be my day. Might be pretty rough. Might cry a lot. And I was correct. My gut, she was right. So halfway through my shift at my first job, the cooler crapped out, meaning we could not sell any breakfast sandwiches. And lots of people were just like, are you kidding me? And we were like, yes, unless you want to get food poisoning, we cannot sell X, Y, or Z to you. So a lot of them just left. And I felt really bad for my manager, because he was stuck at barista. And he had like 16, 15 orders maybe, waiting to be made. And the thing that I hate about working at barista is that people will like stare at you while they're waiting for their order. And it's like, you know, like you looking at me isn't gonna make me move any faster. But I don't know what people don't understand about that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go to your job and stare at you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna let you do your business. So why can't you let me do mine, you know? Feel like Santa Claus. Okay, so then, while all that's going on, we have some maintenance people coming in to fix everything, but they can't do anything until we're gone. So by the time I left, we had a delivery for some stuff, which is also an inconvenience. And then I came home and I fell asleep because I had to go to my other job. And that was a disaster because we have we have different sections. So we have like the line cook. I put on my timer, so I'm not gonna remember myself. We have the I look like a foot. We have the like servers, the register, the prep person, the line cook, and it was non-stop today. We had a line to the door for like 6 hours. Like I literally went in at 5 p.m. and I did not get off the line until literally like 10 p.m. It was a disaster. And I am a decent communicator, but when it's like flooding me and I'm anxious and I want to cry and I want to scream at all the customers, I am not a good communicator, which was my fault, and I apologized to the line cook. I was just like, hey, sorry for like being off my game. And one of the new managers was just like, you need to do this, this, and that. And I was just like, bro, like, I don't care. Like, I don't know how to express that it doesn't matter, and that I don't care in this instance, and that I really just want to die and go home, you know? But yeah, that was really not fun. Like, I wanted to scream. Like, it was really extremely frustrating, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And I understand that like it's not for everybody the job that I may do, but like today was just rough. It was a mess, as you can say, and I'm feeling super burnt out and super tired. And I have an exam that I have studied for, but I'm not prepared in any capacity to pass, or at least like get a 60 or 70 on. But I also have to do readings. I have to do my readings for my class, and I may or may not do that. I may or may not shower. I may or may not take a bath. I may or may not do a face mask. I have a bowl of fruit next to me, but I don't know if I'm gonna eat it because I'm dead inside. I'm over this semester already. Like, I'm ready to be in my like actual job and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not my actual job, but like the career path I want to do and helping people and stuff like that. And I'm running out of things to talk about, so I'm gonna eat some fruit. We have a bowl of fruit. Should we do a mukbang, you guys? Just kidding. I hate the sound of people eating. My boyfriend chews very loud, and like, no shade, no tea to my boyfriend. Like, I love you. You're my number one. But I hate the way he chews, and I feel so bad because I'm just like, can you like, shh? Can you like eat on the other side of the table, you know? But you know, that's besides the point. I will see you in a minute to do the other side of my face. If the angle changed, I apologize, but also like, don't worry about it. You know, well, I mean, obviously, continuity errors. I look like one of my eyes is smaller than her, but that's fine. Anyway, I read an article today, and it was very interesting. And I'll link it below whenever I upload this, if I even upload it. It might be garbage. Who knows? ASMR. It's basically about, I don't remember the title of it, but it's basically like the hidden faces of obesity and how like it actually affects people day to day, and debunking a lot of myths about obesity and about larger people, because realistically most of us are healthy. We don't really have a lot of problems. Maybe an overactive thyroid gland or two. Maybe because like a lot of people say like there's no such thing as like big boned, but you can have a higher bone density, which makes your body way heavier. Typically lots of doctors will be biased, and that makes me very sad because they are medical professionals and shouldn't be telling a client like, hey, yeah, you need to lose weight, that'll solve all your problems, when realistically they should be recommended a nutritionist or even like a therapist, because a lot of us are like emotional eating, or healthy foods are inaccessible and things like that. But it was a really, really good read, and I'm probably gonna finish it before I go to sleep because it hit a lot of things that I dealt with growing up. Like, I have always been a chunky kid. Okay, I lied. I think up until I like 2nd grade, I was like a little skinny shithead, and now I am a large thick boy. So I forgot what I was saying. Basically, up until first grade, I have been on the larger side, and my weight has fluctuated. It roller coasters a lot. Like in the morning I'll be super bloated, and then in the afternoon I'll be fine. And it's always been really difficult clothes shopping also. Like, my legs are too short and my waist is too big, so if a size 16 fits me, it's not gonna fit around my thighs or around my legs, right? So like I literally always have to cuff my pants because the fabric is way too long. Does that suck? Yes. And another thing is that there's also like a lack of plus size models that are truly like plus size, that are bigger than a size 12, because the average person in America typically is around the size 14, 16, and I think it might be like even towards like size 18, 20. So it's a lot, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just the causation of one thing, it's several things happening all at once that are causing these things. And I wish more medical professionals were less biased. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give them treatment, because they're paying your salary, you know? They deserve to be heard out too. They don't just want to hear, yeah, you know, stop eating cheeseburgers or stop doing this or that, you know what I mean? They want to be seen as a person. And that's something that I've dealt with heavily, is that I'm not seen as a person. I'm seen as my weight first. I'm seen as someone who's been larger and who has stayed larger. So maybe, you know, I just deserve to be this weight, or I'm not putting in I'm not putting in as much as an effort as my skinnier counterparts to like maintaining fitness and stuff like that. But it's hard. Like, this hair is because of hormones. My weight is because of an imbalance of hormones. It's not just I eat Whataburger 6 times a week. And even if I was, I may or may not see a change in weight. There are some days where I may not eat at all. There are some days where I may eat 4 or 5 times a day. It just depends, you know? But, you know, life is wild. Uh-oh. Okay. See you in a few, because I gotta concentrate on my mustache. You may be wondering, what's up with your face? And I don't have an answer for that. Except for there might still be like remnants of chemicals on my face. Or that I'm using micellar water. I look like a mess. I'm trying to get off. If you see like big black spots on my face, it's literally just hair that's like rolled up. That's like chunks of hair, like huge patches of hair. Also, sorry about like lying about doing it in sections. I just want to go to sleep because it's currently 1:42 in the morning, and I think I got most of my mustache. I don't think I got all of it, because this mustache is strong. It's ethnic. I hate when this shit happens. When it's like patchy, or when like certain parts of hair won't come off. It sucks. Also, like, you're not supposed to wash your face before you put this on, only because, much like how you're not supposed to wash your hair before you go get your hair, like, treated or whatever, isn't that a fun sound? Just, like, sandpaper scraping against your skin. Yeah. Don't wash your face if you're going to remove your hair with a chemical remover. Also, if you have like thick, coarse hair like me, I totally recommend this product 100%, because Nair always leaves me patchy, and this, I believe, from what I'm looking at, got off all my hair. I know that there was other stuff I wanted to talk about, but I'm like losing my mind right now, so I don't particularly remember what I wanted to discuss with you all. But yeah, I hope you have a good night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video.